I'm Ava Moreno, 35, an interior designer who scraped together a life that gleams in brushed steel and warm oak. My sanctuary is a modern apartment in San Antonio's Pearl District, paid for, designed, and defended by me. It's proof my long nights became granite and calm mornings. I never imagined the biggest threat to it would come with casseroles and fixed smiles. 2 Sundays ago, my parents, Richard and Elaine, insisted on a family check-in. They arrived with my younger sister Tessa and her 2 kids. The air shifted the moment they sat. Richard folded his hands like a judge about to read a verdict. "Your sister needs a stable home," he said. "Give her this one." Elaine nodded toward the children on my rug as if sneakers on hardwood were legal currency. Tessa toured the room, measuring curtains. I kept my voice level. "This is my home." "Family helps family," Richard replied. "You'll be fine." It was the same old arithmetic. Tessa's needs carried interest. Mine were written off. When the kids uncapped markers and sketched a red comet across my cream wall, Tessa shrugged. Kids will be kids. And I learned exactly how invisible I was meant to be. That night, I scrubbed until my hands ached. The stain refused to vanish, like the years of favoritism that had trained me to swallow hard and smile. I stared at the smear and decided I wouldn't surrender a single tile. What they didn't know was that I'd already noticed tells. Tessa's sudden curiosity about square footage, a business card that wasn't mine. If this was a siege, I'd meet it with plans of my own, starting at first light. By morning, I'd turned my living room into a war room: deed, mortgage release, emails from the HOA, and the contractor invoices that had my signature on every line. I took photos, scanned everything, and walked it to a real estate attorney named Carmen Vega, the kind of woman who sharpens a stare before she sharpens a pencil. I told her what happened. She listened like a surveyor, mapping boundaries I hadn't known I could draw. "Families confuse kindness with access," she said. "We'll anchor your records and send a notice. If anyone so much as hints at occupancy rights, it dies on paper." On my way back, I stopped at the building office. The manager, Doug, typed notes under my unit number while I requested a guest log and updated my door code. I added a smart deadbolt and a peephole camera that greeted me with my own reflection. My home felt precise again, like a line ruled in ink. That evening, I met my parents at a bakery near the river. No casserole, no audience, just coffee cooling between us. I set a folder on the table. "This is my title, insurance, and a no authorization note filed with the HOA. If anyone tries to move in, they'll be escorted out." Elaine clasped her purse. "We were only trying to help Tessa." "You were trying to help yourselves avoid telling her no," I replied. "I won't carry that for you." Richard's jaw tightened. "You're being dramatic." "I'm being specific." I slid a certified letter across, a polite legal boundary dressed in cream stationery. "The locks are changed, visits are scheduled, emergencies, of course, but we'll define that word together." On my doorstep later, a realtor's card waited like a wink. Tessa had booked a valuation. Fine. If this was the game, I had rules now, and a whistle loud enough for everyone to hear. The appraisal appointment landed Thursday afternoon. I worked from home, documents arrayed, and steady quiet. When the elevator chimed, I met the agent at the hall with Carmen's letterhead. "This unit isn't for sale or viewing," I said. "Any claim otherwise is unauthorized." He read, apologized, and left, heels clicking. Half an hour later, Tessa arrived with our parents. She pushed past their caution. "You embarrassed me," she said. "I told Maya's school we were moving." "You made a promise with something that isn't yours," I answered. "But you still have me, as a sister, not a landlord." I guided them to the courtyard. Noon light hit the fountain. The air smelled of rosemary. "I opened a savings transfer," I told Tessa, handing a printout. $200 a month for a year. It's not a house, it's a start. I'll help you tour rentals, not occupy mine." Elaine's eyes softened. Richard looked small in the chair he chose. Tessa watched the paper as if a door had appeared. "You really won't let me stay?" "I won't let you camp in my life until my life disappears," I said, feeling the truth steady my spine. When they left, I painted the comet on my wall into a red poppy. I kept the mark, but I chose the bloom. My home stayed mine. I stayed finally with me.